Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. I'm in the good mood because I just got out of the bed at 4 something in the afternoon. But I had to head out, grab something to eat really quick because I got to come home. I got to get cute because I have a birthday party to attend to tonight. A friend of mine's, it's her birthday. So we're going to go celebrate. So listen. I wanted to make sure you were able to hear my see my announcement. But before I do that, let me say this. Facebook has made some major changes. So because of that, if you want to see my notifications, if you want to see me come up in your news feeds, please make sure you engage with each other on the post. Not just with me, but with each other. Facebook, that's a little glare. Facebook is made some changes and they want to really get into people engaging. Facebook was created for people to connect. So although I love the fact that you guys connect with me, make sure in order for Facebook to deem my page valuable so that I can continue to bring you valuable content, that you guys engage with each other as well. Okay? Can you please do that? If not, you'll be wondering, like, where did she go? What happened? And why don't I see her videos and her content anymore? It's because Facebook is now engaging from a different perspective now. So if you do want to see my content come up in your newsfeed, connect with each other also in the comment section. And who knows, somebody might find a boo. Somebody might find a boo in the comment section. So make sure you do that for me, please. And for you, what I did today, you guys always say, April, when are you going to do another one of your bundle specials? I hadn't done one of those in a little while now. But what I did was, I put together a bundle with my 4-module course, The Power of Femininity, How to Tap into Your Femininity. You get that 4 courses, video modules with the worksheets. You get the How to Become an Asset Woman That Men Adore, my ebook on that. You get my 50 Great Places to Meet Men video training, plus my list of all of the 50 places. And you get the do's and don'ts of dating for the wise woman. That's $388 worth of online courses, some of my most valuable courses, for only $47 for the first 150 women, or up until it ends at 12:30 p.m. on Sunday. If you're on my email list, or if you're in my I'm an Asset Women's Network group, or my Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy, you already have been taking advantage. I came to Facebook at around 4 o'clock, almost about 4:20 today. But ladies have been jumping on it already in advance since about 12:30 this afternoon. So I want to make sure you had the opportunity to get that, because I said, April, how can you, even though people are helping you're helping people with your videos, how can you give them more specialized and customized information? Because, I'll talk here and then I'm engaging with you guys and I'm having fun with you all. But when I create my courses, they're step-by-step outlined is what they are. It gives you do this. Are you doing this? Are you doing that? How do you feel about this? What made you make that decision? It actually causes you to do the work, okay? It causes you to do the work. Mr. Lockett said, forget Oprah, you need to have a TV show. Well, you know what? Who knows? Oprah might be the one to give me one. So with that, I wanted to make sure you did not miss out on this opportunity. You can't say, the information isn't there, or how do I become more of a feminine woman? How do I tap into my femininity if you won't invest in yourself? I'm doing my part. I'm creating the content. I'm giving you what you need, the tools that you need to become that better woman. But you have to be willing to invest in yourself. So it's $47 for 4 of my most powerful courses with video training. Some have video trainings, some are just the ebooks, but then there's the worksheets and all that good stuff. So you got to make sure that you invest in yourself, because you can't just invest in getting your nails done and your feet done and your hair done. And girl, I went and got my makeup did and I went and got these new shoes, but you look cute on the outside, but your inside has not been developed or broken down to be rebuilt. And that's what I'm here to do. I've accepted my purpose, my calling, and it's to help you see exactly where we've been coming up missing, and what some of the things, a lot of the things that we've been taught, it's really not working for us. So it takes being able to be a wise woman enough to say, I don't like the results that I'm getting. I don't like them. So because I don't like the results that I'm getting, I need to do something about it. And a lot of people, they'll say, yeah, I'm working on me. I'm working on me. I'm working on me. But when you ask them, how are they doing that? They're really not doing that. Yes, you can absolutely work at your own pace. You can watch it over and over and over and over and over again. You can go at your own pace. He says, I'm a mature woman. Can you still help me? Absolutely. Miss Crystal, what you mean by mature woman, honey? I know you're not talking about age. Somebody else asked me today, can it help me? I'm 60. My grandmother got remarried in her 70s. Y'all stop playing. My grandmother didn't play no games. One of the things I remember before she passed away, after my grandfather passed, she said, oh no. I said, Big Mama, you want to go with me to the Sizzler to go get something to eat? You want to go to the mall? She said, oh, wait, let me get my purse, but let me put my lipstick on because I might catch me a boyfriend. And that's exactly what she did. And a sidebar, I don't know why people say don't get into a relationship because you're lonely or you miss companionship. Why is it that people who are now, their spouses pass away, they'll die sometime shortly after their spouses do because they don't have the companionship. So I don't know where we get this thought from. I don't understand. But my grandmama went and got her boyfriend and he turned into a husband, okay? So you can go to store.aprilmason.com or go to aprilmason.com, click on store, and it'll take you directly over to there. You don't need any discount codes or anything. You just click on it. It'll be the first thing that you see. You might see some other stuff that you like over there, like the Manifest course. If you really want to get into it for real, I will wreck your whole weekend. If you watch what's in the bundle and then you get Manifest, I promise you your weekend will be wrecked by the time you get finished. Crystal, you say you're 55. Girl, what that mean? Like I said, Carrie Mason knew she was not supposed to be a single woman. And the funny thing is, check this out. My grandmother and grandfather were married for over 40 years before he passed. My grandmother's friends were Mr. Vaughn's and his wife, right? And so because of that, my grandfather died first. Several years later, Mr. Vaughn's wife died. And guess what happened? My grandmother said, I don't want to be by myself. So her and Mr. Vaughn start dating, okay? And her and Mr. Vaughn's got married. He passed away. They went somewhere, and he actually passed away in the living room after they came home, after having a great time. He sat down on the couch, and he passed away. I think he had a heart attack or something. And then she passed away in 2012. But I like how the old folks did it back in the day. My grandmother was like, I'm not meant to be no doggone single woman. And every time I would take her out prior to her remarrying, she would say, wait a minute, April May. She said, I got to put my lipstick on because I might catch me a boyfriend. That's all she would always say. And my grandmother's name, her nickname was Glamour because she was always together. Always together. And I was so excited because for Christmas, I got her stole. I got her fur for Christmas and her leather purse. And I didn't know that she loved pearls. Well, I love pearls too. Like, pearls is my thing. And so my grandmother, she used to say, no, put your lipstick on like this. When you put your nail polish on, the moons is supposed to be out. So with that, I paid attention, and I just never understood when people say you don't get married because you're alone, but yet we see people who pass away, whose spouses pass away, and they go marry somebody else. They don't have to go through all of the other foolishness that we go through. It's like, who created these doggone rules? Who said that because you don't like being single that you should not go get married? You got to be holding your singleness. Well, actually, you can be content in your singleness. Just don't be complacent, baby. Two different things. I didn't come to preach because I have to go grab something to eat because the sister hungry. But yeah, you can be content in your singleness, but that don't mean you need to be complacent. I don't understand. I don't understand that. If you don't like my spiritual mom, for those of you that came to my Are You an Asset event at the top of 2016, was 16? 2017 in January. My spiritual mom, and I'm saying this to encourage you, okay? And to get out of your own head. My spiritual mom, and matter of fact, I'm going to call her when I'm finished so I can get her on so we can do a live together. Because, baby, she brings it. I have women in my life that holds me accountable when I'm doing some ish. Or even if I get fearful, I'm like, Ma, I met somebody. Baby, I know how you respond. Let's look at it. I have people in my life that keep and hold me accountable. So my spiritual mom, right, she was going through a divorce. And, she had been married before one of her former husbands had passed, and she had got remarried again and ended in divorce. Matter of fact, she and I got married a couple months apart from each other back in 2004. Well, let me bless you. Let me encourage you right quick. For those of you that's all in your brain, all in your mind, and don't understand your value and that you're an asset woman, and if an asset woman wants to be married, she can be. Well, she was going through her divorce, and the paperwork was just about to be final. She met Tommy in October. No, she met him in August of 2015. They met him on POF. She met him on Plenty of Fish on the dating site. My spiritual mom, who is, I think she's 50, 49 or 50. She's getting ready to be 50, right? And she said, baby, I knew I was not the type of woman that is supposed to be by myself. She said, I am a wife. I was created to be a wife. So until I get it right, or if they die, I'm going to always be a wife, because that's my heart's desire. And it's okay to desire to be that wife, right? So they met in August. I didn't even know she was on Plenty of Fish until one day, she does hair. I went to get my hair done. I said, Mom, what you doing? And she said, girl, I'm on Plenty of Fish. I said, what? What you even know about POF? So she got game too. I learned a lot of my how to talk to a man from her, because she knows how to bring it. And if you were at my Redesign Your Life tour, the Houston stop, I read to you what she wrote, and I called her on the speakerphone, and y'all was asking a question. So y'all already know my spiritual mom knows how to bring it, right? So she got on POF. She said, April, I was led to get back on POF. She said, I was just on there. She said, I was going through my divorce. But, even when you're going through some divorce, you kind of, somebody to tell you're cute. It's that male attention. Or fellas, if you're going through something and a lady looks at you and says, oh, you smell nice with your handsome self. It's just like a little ego boost a little bit. So she said, I went on because I was going through my divorce, and my divorce was almost final. And she met Tommy. They met August 2015. They met in person in September 8th, 2016. And they got married. Wait, hold on. Let me take that back. They met in August online, August 2015. They met in person in September 8th, 2015. They got married September 8th, 2016. And then she finally told me, baby, don't say nothing. You about to only pick one that no. They was married 2 months actually before the wedding. So she's matter of fact, anytime I had a problem dating younger men, she's like, I don't want to hear your foolishness. I said, why? I said, Mom, I don't know if I can do the younger. She said, Tommy 5 years younger than me. I said, ooh. I said, you better get it, Mom. And so I said that to say, it doesn't matter how old you are. It matters of who you create yourself to be. When you become the best woman and best man for yourself first. Because everybody thinks, oh, she's teaching people how to find a man. No, that isn't what I teach. How to be the woman that you need to be and adore yourself first. And then as an added bonus to that, you can attract the right type of people into your life. So with that, I wanted to encourage you, for those, because I'm getting quite a few of my ladies, my seasoned ladies that are 50, 60. I even have several 80-year-old ladies that follow. And I want to let you know, it's not too late. My grandmother got remarried in her 70s. My spiritual mom got remarried. If I'm not mistaken, she just turned 50 maybe, or she'll be 50 this year. And I was like, Ma, I don't know if I could date anybody 5 years younger than me. I said, I like, he cool, but she's like, well, my husband is 5 years younger than me. Wait, hold on. So I think he was 44 or 45 and she was 49 or 50, something like that in there. And she said, I feel you, because I had the same thing, but if he's a mature man, knows what he wants, and blah 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 blah. So she's the one that got me out of not wanting to date anybody. I only go 5 years younger than me, 5 maybe 6, but it all depends on the mentality of the man. But other than that, yeah, I wasn't doing it. And then mom was like, and then my good friend Tanya, not Tanya that you see on the Adventures, Tanya April, my other friend Tanya that I've had on the show, she recently informed me, she said, sis, you know my husband is 35. I said, what? She said, we've been married 8 years, and she's my age. I said, wait a minute, honey. I guess I might need to explore my options just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I wanted to encourage you. So for those that ask, April, does your information work for the seasoned woman? It works for all women, period. Because it's not about getting a man. It's about getting to you. It's what it's about. It's about learning how to operate more from a feminine standpoint. A lot of y'all women, your money ain't right because you're not operating in the feminine, and that means your creativity is blocked. So you don't know how to talk to a man, and it's not you taking down or playing dumb. It's knowing, it's like, how can you try to give a cat dog food and then wonder why it's not taking it? You can't. You have to, just like you want a man to cater to your emotions, or be a little bit more in tune with your emotions. And I just want to be heard. I want to know you heard me. Listen to me. Well, there's a certain way you want him to speak with you. And there's also a certain way that you need to speak with him to get the results that you need to get. You know? And yeah, I can pray for you, but you got to do the work too. You can't just say, pray for me, and you're not doing the work, which is why I made my courses more affordable, because, you know, it used to cost, well, it still does, to work on me one-on-one. It's a pretty penny to work with me one-on-one, but number one, is worth it. And number two, I wanted to also create something for those that couldn't fly to Atlanta and do a VIP day with me. From 9 in the morning till 5 in the evening. I wanted to also be able to give you the tools. So that's why I made them $47. You know, some of them are a little bit more expensive. Some of them are a little bit cheaper. You know, so you have to ask yourself, if I'm just praying, or am I working? Working means you actually are so laser focused on the area of your life that's messed up, that everything you do, is intentional. Everything you do is all about making sure, okay, I normally do this way. I'm so in tune spiritually and so in tune with self that I can tell that I normally would do this way, but this time I'm going to do it this way. So at the end of the day, you have to do the work and not just talk about it. Your whole entire life, your whole house should be organized in a way that it makes you be on your game to becoming better. I'm not talking about just saying, you know, I read a book, I went to a conference. That ain't what I'm saying, honey. What I'm saying is there are action steps that you're doing. And what I did, and the way that I teach, and when I created my courses, I created them with action steps. But the action steps will make you uncomfortable. They will make you uncomfortable because I'm requiring you to do something that is not what you're accustomed to doing. And so it's going to make you feel, ugh. It's going to make you feel like, why in the hell does she have me doing this? Why would I do this? And you're going against what you've normally been doing, and what you normally been doing ain't working. It's not working. So for the next 48 hours, well, less than 48 hours now, because it started at 12:30 this afternoon, you can get the Power of Femininity, how to tap into your femininity, which is normally $247 for the entire course. Then you can also get, in addition to that, what's included is 50 great, girl, get your data on 50 great places to meet men, the video course, and the workbook. Then you get the how to become The Asset Woman That Men Adore ebook. That's one of my favorite things to write, because I broke down the difference between how we think and what we expect men should know about us. So a lot of it sometimes we put on ourselves. There's some things that they have to know, but there's some things we have to learn how to verbalize as well too. And the last one is the do's and don'ts of dating as a wise woman, for the wise woman, not just the regular woman, because wise women, we operate different. I don't know. We put in the work, and it's just so exciting when you start putting in the work. It's exciting when you do that. So with that, I give you $388 worth of my courses if you bought them all individually for $47. So you might want to head on over to store.aprilmason.com, because once it reaches the 150th sale, it's going to automatically stop. So whether that's tonight, or whether tomorrow, or whether it's Sunday, once it hit 150, it's going to stop. I said, why do men blame women for everything? I don't think men blame women for everything. And then also, I don't focus on what men are blaming me for, or what. I don't focus on that, because the thing you got to remember is, if we're having sex with men, if you're having sex, you can only blame yourself for the man that you chose to have sex with. Just like a man, if he's having sex with a woman and then she ends up not being what he thought she was, he can only blame himself. So regardless of how you got to that place, you still made the choice. So at the end of the day, you still are to blame for the choices that you make, right? When you go and stand in front of the judge because you ran the stop sign, although it might have been an emergency why you ran the stop sign, you still ran the stop sign. It still was a choice. So we have to look at the choices that we make and stop putting more energy into why do women do this? Well, yeah, but women don't want that. Well, but men, they don't want that. When you do that, what you're doing is taking the responsibility away from yourself. Amaya says, I got mine, ladies. Don't miss out on this one. Lowest price ever. Yes, this is the lowest price ever. And I don't know if it's going to come back. But pay attention to you. When you pay attention to you and develop you into that person you're supposed to be, you start attracting a different type of people, and your facts change. Your facts change. That's true, Jay. He might be a narcissist. I've been in a relationship with a narcissist before, and no matter what I did, I was always to blame. So there's never, even if you're doing something right, they'll find a way for it not to be right. So then you have to ask yourself, what is it about you that made you attract a narcissist? I realized I attracted one because I am an empath. I attract people that are broken like clockwork. So I had to learn, okay, April, when do you cut the cord? So as an empath type of person, I now can identify why narcissistic people tended to like me, because I'm an empath. So you have to ask yourself those questions. It goes pretty deep, but you have to be willing to go deep within yourself. That's very important, because nobody can make the thing, nobody can change you but you, darling. Nobody can change you but you. Men gonna always blame women for something. Hell, Adam was blame Eve. It was the woman you brought me. Men been blaming women if you believe in that, from the beginning of the time. So that ain't never gonna change. At the end of the day, though, you, my dear, have to take responsibility for what you allow into your life. And sometimes, we all make mistakes. None of us are absolute. We all make mistakes. All of us do. I do. Sometimes I'll want something that I know is not that good for me, and I'll find every reason that I think, I take that back. I'm not the type that'll find every reason. I'll just do what I'm going to do, and I know it's wrong. Because me and my friend Joe be talking. He said, but hey, that's double standard. I said, I know it is. And I'm not making any, I'm not trying to prove to you that it's not, what I'm saying is not double standard. And he just fall out laughing. He said, that's what I love about you. You just, whatever it is, you gonna own it. I didn't ask if it was right or wrong. This is just what I wanted to do. If I wanted to sit here and eat this big old tub of banana pudding, I'm not going to find a way to say, well, you know what? I have lost 20 pounds now, so I deserve a treat. No, I'm just getting ready to eat the doggone banana pudding. That's just what it is. And I've always been the type, even growing up in church, I wasn't the type that would be tarrying at the altar asking for forgiveness because I didn't have sex the weekend. Because I know it's going to do it again. So I'm not fixing to sit here and do all of this slobbing and yelling and shouting crowd. I own my ish. I've always been like that, whether it was right or whether it was wrong. So nobody could ever accuse me of being the type to where you just make excuses and blah, blah. No, I did it because I wanted to do it. Well, what made you do that? Me. That's just what I wanted to do. I know. I don't need no lecture. I know. So you got to get to a point where you stop making excuses and own it. Own your ish, period. Own it and work on not doing it again. So I've been working on not eating my sweets, and I don't think I had a piece of cake this week. I haven't had anything other than fruit for sweets, even though I want a piece of cake so bad. And I'm going to a birthday party tonight, so I'm not sure if they have a piece of cake. But what I'm going to do is, if they do have a piece of cake, I'm going to, instead of saying I'm going to deprive myself, I will have a sliver of cake. That's it. I'm learning. It's called discipline. You're disciplining yourself. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Let me go grab me something to eat so I can go home and see what I'm going to wear this evening. And my grandson and granddaughter, they was like, I want you to come over. They want me to come by, but Granny was busy today, where I was working from a bed today. And I got this party to go to. I got to see what I'm going to wear, because y'all know it's going to be some men's that's in the building. So you know your girl got to be cute. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you take advantage of the offer. Share it. Let people know. But once it reaches 150 people, it's set to automatically stop at 150 people. So make sure that while you being skeptical, while you it's easy for you to invest $47 going out to eat. It's easy for you to invest $47 to get your nails done. Think about it from the perspective of, do I just want to look feminine or look pretty on the outside, but my insides are crying out because I can't seem to get the results that I want, because I'm not putting the information in to get a different result. I look different, but I'm not different. So love you guys. Go to store.aprilmason.com and I'll make sure to post the link below. See y'all.